Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm back with another video for the Nexus Valorant channel, and today I'm gonna be going over the Lotus comp. So pretty much, this week is gonna be Lotus that is gonna be in the weekly matches. So I'm just gonna try giving some tips. For this comp, I would suggest either running Omen Viper or running like a Breach and another Initiator. Or you can, like, if you're gonna run double controller, what I would suggest is running like a Sky as your Initiator. But since I feel like for us it's just better to have more intel. For us, I just chose like double Initiator. I put me on Fade and then a Breach, because with Fade you can kind of tell where they are. With Breach you can kind of just stun, elbow, flash, so it just really helps out. And the Omen just serves as another blind if you want to flash elbow. Omen. Raze just really good at clearing up space as the solo duelist. I think for this map is way better than Jet, because Jet is kind of like not really versatile with only her dash in this map, especially because there's like so many like tight spots with Raze where you can just like satchel around things. So I think Raze is just better. So yeah. And we're also running a KJ, as you can see. So for Fade, what I would suggest you doing for Fade is mostly for defense. I would suggest trying to throw like either like an eye somewhere. Oh. You want to try throwing like an eye somewhere around here. It's okay even if it passes, because like you'll get the intel that you need. So like if you mess it up, it's okay. So like if you overthrow, let's say like that, it will land here. They will probably shoot it out, but you get the intel that you need. All you need to do is get the timing for the release, so it lands up here, and it will just instantly clear all of that. You can even try throwing it from here, but here's just more risky, but you can do it as well. And then it will land perfectly in rubble, and it'll be a really awkward from them here, because they'll actually have to peek out here. So yeah, just stuff like that. For prowlers, we just remember prowlers are mainly like, if you're stuck in tree, you can use it to like clear some corners here, or if you need to clear tree even, or clear here. Like prowlers is just for clearing things that you don't want to walk into. It's kind of like a sky dog, right? But in a way that you don't see things, it just kind of detects. So you gotta make sure that you clear it like really well, because like if you just do this kind of like, there's a chance that it won't clear. So you actually have to make sure you clear it pretty well, like that. And then like also with your whatever this is called, I forgot what it's called. With your little what even is this ability called? With your with your stucky thing, or the thing that grabs people, pretty much you should try coordinating it with the Breach, because especially, and your Breach and duelist, so let's say they're rushing C, right? You can comp for your Breach to like stun here. And then you should probably like try learning a line from here to here, and you throw it here, they get stuck, the Breach stuns, Raze peaks, just stuff like that, coordinate it, you know. You can also do the same thing here, where you just like kind of throw it up there. I kind of messed it up here, but just try getting like up here. That would work. It would detect all of that. You can even throw it like further if you want. Like, it doesn't really matter. Just as long as it gets what you need it to get, it will be good. As for ults, your ult, the main thing for really good for your ult is the way that it works with the prowler. So even if when it detects, you will be able to just like throw your prowler, and it will just be able to follow the trail, and it will kind of just lead you. So for A site, that's really good, especially with like how many places that a person can be playing, such as they can be playing like in here, they can be playing back, they can be playing drop, they can be playing tree. So like just a lot of like, it will just be able to clear a lot of angles that people might be playing. Same thing for C. They can be playing bend, they can be playing waterfall. So just waterfall, I'm pretty sure it won't clear everything, but like probably the best is just throw it like this, because you don't really need to worry about this, right? Because you have like full vision of that. So just make sure you clear here, bend, here. Just make sure you clear all the angles that they can be playing that you can't see. So elbow, you can so bend right here, you can see. So all you have to worry about is here. And as for waterfall, you can kind of just smoke that off, and then you gotta clear here. You gotta clear here. So just make sure, yeah. So just throw like an ult similar to this, and yeah, and it'll work because it clears everything where they can be playing. And then make sure you throw like a parallel just to follow it up, so you can like find where the people actually are playing at. You can't forget about that. The eye is pretty interesting. I always like throwing like an eye similar to this, because it just kind of clears. It can clear main. It can clear here, and once again, if they're playing here, you will be able to see them, so you don't really have to worry about that. So just make sure it can clear like all of this. Then you can also, when you're going in, you can throw a parallel in backside, so it clears. So you can clear here and here. So you don't have to worry about that, because like I said, this will detect that, but it won't detect like backside here, which is kind of bad. But once again, you have your prowler for that reason. For C, same kind of execution. Just main priority for your eye should be somewhere around here, because it will detect if somebody's like sending there, like somewhere around here and here. And then for your dog, for your prowler, if you have like teammates watching for you, Heaven and Link, then all you have to worry about is dogging there, so you can clear in case somebody was hiding in that corner. And this is the best part about running this comp, especially for defense. When you're running breach and fade, the combination of just like especially, well, not just like breach, playing like breach fade, breach raise, or breach fade and raise, which all you have to do is you can kind of like just become risky with it. You can stick them, you can like clink them here if they're here, then you can raise nade, and then also same thing with like breach stun. You can even do like a triple whammy where you just throw your gooey thing here, your breach stun, and you raise nade. So you can just like really invest a lot into that. And breach stun is good because it recharges, so you don't really have to worry about that. Same thing. And then like I said, if they're pushing A as well, you can also do this where you can kind of like stand here, breach stun. You can breach stun like the entrance. Just make sure you're coordinated, because your teammates might be standing like here holding an angle. Just make sure you don't stun that, right? Same thing for C. You can stun the entrance of C. And then as for fade eye, you can just like really capture a lot of intel for breach and that kind of stuff. So you have to make sure that your coordination is on. Like if you're running double initiated, you have to make sure that your coordination is like really well. Double controller is more double controller. Okay, if you're gonna run double controller, you probably wanna run something like Omen Viper. As for Viper walls, you probably yeah. Okay.
30 seconds left.
As for Viper, for let's say defense, you probably want to place a wall similar to like kind of like probably like this, somewhere like around here. But I don't like, people do it from here. I don't really like it because you have like your orb. You can kind of just like place it here, honestly, and then it'll cover a tree, and then you can place like your orb here. Actually, you probably want to place it more back, like here, because like I said, it just creates like this side angle where like you can watch it from here, which really helps. So yeah, this is probably the best Viper setup for defense. For attack,
30 seconds left.
You honestly, okay, for attack, you probably want to place, if you're like rushing A, you probably want to place your orb here, and then put it up instantly, just so your teammate can kind of cross and just play. For your Viper wall in A, honestly, if you're running double controller, I would suggest not using a Viper wall for A. Mainly focus it on C, because C is where you can kind of block a lot of things, where like you can kind of throw like this. But this is why I don't like playing like double controller on this map, especially is because it just give like Viper Wall would just give this like space to them. You can block elbow with it, but I would just prefer to play Omen at that point. You like use Omen smokes for that, and then you can like your orb you can actually use if you get control. So, but I don't really like the idea of running Viper on this map, just in general. So yeah. I feel like Viper can harm like
30 seconds
your
left.
team more than it actually helps because of the space. Because like I said, this map has a lot of like weird angles, so it doesn't really have a specific like straight line kind of angle that you can block. So with your Viper, the only thing that I see is for B, like right here where you do this. Actually, I messed it up. You probably want to do it like in a tighter way. Here.
30 seconds left.
You probably want to do it because like, but even so, like it's still not the best idea, right? So you put it like this, and then it just creates this walkway. I mean it's good, but if your teammates like here, it still doesn't block here. And you can kind of do it, but like I don't know. After when you get plant down, if they have like good, if they actually understand how to play the game, they'll be able to play it. Just stay. Even if you have like Viper mollies, they will just rush you. So I don't see the point in that. Like I think it would just be way easier for you to get control food, like the whole site in general, and just pretty much have control of site, plant bomb, and then some can be playing in site, some can be playing post plant, like the Viper maybe. But since we're not playing Viper, we would have like just probably the breach playing post for stuns. So yeah, but it's up to you. Like I said, every single like there's different teams have different play styles. So yeah. Anyways, that's pretty much the gist of it. This one is shorter because Lotus is, I feel like, really optional, right? Because I feel like a lot of the three-sided maps is really it creates like a lot of diversity of how you play the game. Like a lot of people might want to do like a lot of split rushes or like a lot of fakes because of three sides. But yeah, so it's really optional. So I didn't really want to get too much into it. I feel like it was just more for like double initiator because that's what we're gonna run. But you can also run double controller. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope this helps, and yeah, good luck on your Premier games, and I'll see you next time.